Okay.
Let's just meditate.
Meditate.
All right, hold on. I found out that blowing on things, you used to blow on a video game to like make it work. That wasn't because like you were blowing dust out of the video game. It's because the microscopic moisture particles on your breath created contact.
Yeah.
Which is like, oh, so that's why we blow on everything that's electrical, and it works. That's why it works.
Yeah. Barbie. Where's my phone? Okay, so we have to talk about this. I have two headlines that are closely intertwined. So I'll read them both and then we can discuss. The first one is from The Hill. Marjorie Taylor Greene displays sexual images of Hunter Biden at IRS whistleblower hearing. It's a congressional.
Wait. Because I saw the picture and I saw her sitting there like a little creepy demon. Like that's the first question that I have about these fucking people is like, oh, you don't think this bitch, didn't she like cheat on her husband and stuff too? How is she like the family values bitch? Like, yeah, she's the anti-groomer or whatever. Like, don't whatever, no sexuality of any kind. This fucking cheating ass, porn watching fucking.
Yeah. So here's the quote. Before we begin, I would like to let the committee and everyone watching at home know that parental discretion is advised. Please, if your kid is watching C-SPAN right now, then there's something seriously wrong with them. So Greene's questioning included her holding up small posters featuring graphic sexual photos from the laptop hard drive that purportedly belonged to Hunter Biden, which were censored with black boxes.
It's not where I saw them.
I think it's the faces. Their faces were censored or something. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So there's that. That's basically the first time revenge porn has ever been introduced as a thing of note.
Wait, what the fuck did that have to do with the IRS?
That's a really good question.
That's the first time I'm hearing that. I heard something about a whistleblower, but I didn't know who was blowing the whistle about what. But it's an IRS whistleblower got Hunter Biden's fucking, face fucking hooker pics on the TV. Like, how the fuck did that transpire? That's a lot of weird events that don't have anything to do with each other.
So Green
he was claiming the hooker on his fucking taxes. Like, what is she, a dependent?
No, it's a business expense.
Yeah, it's what? Burisma was paying for this hooker.
Burisma
declare it correctly. It was a gift from a foreign country.
Dude, oh god, the fact that anyone would give a fuck about this shit.
Well, no, I mean, yeah, he's not the president, man. Yeah. So he's not involved in politics. Exactly. I don't get it. It's like, oh, did Joe Biden help his son? Yes, right. Doesn't Marjorie Taylor Greene have kids? How old are her kids? Let's look up her kids.
I don't know. Listen, let's not start a trend of looking up her kids or something. But anyways,
I'm gonna do it. But you go ahead.
All right, so the article goes on. Greene alleged that Hunter Biden had improperly used his company to write off payments to prostitutes, which IRS whistleblower Joseph Ziegler would not confirm. So yes, we just by thinking of the funniest thing possible actually predicted.
No, but I mean, wait. No, he did write her off as a business expense.
Yes,
that's what just happened.
Yeah.
So it wasn't. He didn't do it wrong. he fucking he like wrote her off as like a cheeseburger, right? Like that's the old joke about like when your bar has to be a restaurant, right? Like it has you whatever the 51% food thing. But it's like the old restaurant worker joke is like, boy, a lot of beers and fucking mixed drinks become cheeseburgers after 10 o'clock. Like that's Hunter Biden, hookers, and also cheeseburgers. a lot of those hookers become really fancy dinners. and then somebody says that, and then it's gonna be like Hunter Biden eats hookers. Like he fucking, whatever. It's like Hunter Biden and Marina Abramovic spirit cook fucking hookers.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's how these things work, right? Like, it's like,
so I guess
this
whole congressional investigation was just like a Republican, let's try to like drum up some shit about Hunter Biden type of thing. But it's like, it seems like that's what it was. There was not any other purpose of the congressional hearing that I can see. The article did not say the congressional hearing was actually supposed to be talking about blah, blah, blah. But no, it was, I think apparently this is just some Hunter Biden shit. And the fact that Republicans are wasting time fucking just bringing up bills talking about fucking Hunter Biden is hilarious and sad at the same time.
Yeah. Okay, I found her kids. They're two. They are. There's two girls and a boy. It looks like. There's one girl I think that's in college. She looks like she's a freshman. She's not the weird one. There's another girl. She's like a bottle blonde. That looks about what you'd think her daughter would look like, right? Like, and then there is a boy, and that boy was not made by her husband. There's no way. Looking at this family, it's like, okay, yeah, I can kind of see the two girls, like they're a product of these two people here. This kid is like the fat boy in the middle is fucking looks like somebody I grew up with, number one, but also I guess he's kind of doughy like his dad is. All right, they're not going to be Hunter Biden kids, that's for sure. That's number one. They will not be Hunter Biden kids, but one of them might have an OnlyFans in the future if they go broke, but I think they're really like super rich. And then but it's like her kids are too basic. They're not going to be as there will be one of them will get fucking a revenge photograph like puking on a sidewalk at like whatever. Where's she from?
Georgia.
Arkansas or Georgia. So yeah, one of them will go to fucking fucking whatever, Georgia Tech or whatever, or what, Georgia University of Georgia, and get photographed puking on the sidewalk during rush week at a fucking sorority, right? Like they're not going to do anything special. All three of them are fucking basic ass motherfuckers. I could see the boy being a rapist, but I don't want to, I don't know how old he is.
Jesus.
But
cut all that shit. Anyways,
no, fuck her and fuck her kids. This is my point, right? It's like,
I don't want to say anything about her kids. But
I don't
crazy
care.
Bitch.
Yes, she's crazy enough. She's crazy enough, and she's bringing people's kids into stuff, right? She was the one that went to fucking the whatever, the Capitol, and accused the Parkland kids of lying, right?
Oh,
fuck her whole family. I don't give a shit. Yeah, let's get real dirty. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this bitch. Like, even Boebert. Boebert's whole bullshit, like, her thing is like, whatever, like, I just think the government's whatever, like,
they
it's
both
like,
have the same thing. That's the thing. They are the same person. They're just the blonde and brunette version of each other. Like, there's not any fucking difference between the two of them. The fact that they are arguing about some shit is ridiculous at this point.
Boebert is better looking. She had a harder life. She's less rich, and she has spent less time talking about Hunter Biden and showing Hunter Biden's dick in Congress. Right?
Well, you can say that about every other congressperson.
I know, which means that Marjorie Taylor Greene's family is to be uniquely targeted for vague harassment, because I don't know who these people are. I'm not sending anything to their house. I'm not showing their picture on the goddamn TV. I just wanted to look them up and see what they look like. And I think that one of them is kind of basic. The other one's like a sporty type. And the one's a fat guy who, boy, I sure hope he doesn't join a frat, because that's going to be real bad.
So, yeah, it's basically like the fucking, like, whatever.
It's the basic...
The Nazi version of, like, the fucking, the Bob's Burgers family or something. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Let's go.
That means the blonde is Louise. And, oh, God.
I think I already told you about this, but we got to talk about it here. Trump's, all right, this is from MSNBC. Trump tests new slogan, quote, I'm being indicted for you.
For you. I'm being indicted for you. I'm not being indicted for me, for you, in fact.
It's you and all of your crimes. You. I'm being nailed to the cross.
This and I'm paying the price. But you did all the things that they're accusing me of it. Actually, every time you fucking think this slogan is good, you're implicating yourself in my crimes, and thus bringing some amount of sentencing onto you and taking some away from me.
Yes.
I found a legal loophole where if I put this in my slogan and you put the sign in your yard, you're admitting to a crime.
Yeah, and it's all of your crimes and all of your sins will be
The jackbooted
washed
FBI
away
thugs
as I
will be
am nailed to the cross by Pontius Jack Smith, Pilate, or whatever the fuck these people. I don't know. Out of my biblical shit. And what is the guy Jack Smith, Jack Ryan? What's his name? Ryan Smith.
Don't know who the fuck you're talking about at all.
He's the like special prosecutor guy that's like
never
dishing
heard
out
of him.
all the fucking indictments.
Never heard of him.
Well, he's the guy.
Even if you did know.
He's Trump's number one enemy right now. He's the guy who's been sending him all the letters saying like, "Hey, by the way, you're being charged with."
Well, he better not be named. He better not be named Jack Ryan, because that would be fucking. That's the Tom Clancy character. If his name is Jack Ryan, then that's fucking.
God damn it! What is his name?
Stupid.
Trump prosecutor Jack. What is this motherfucker's name? Jack Smith.
Jack Smith. Fucking like like a CIA fucking fake name.
Exactly.
My name is.
He looks
Jack
like a nobody too. He looks like a 40-year-old dad that you would run into at Kroger.
Oh, speaking of 40-year-old dads.
Apparently today Obama released his playlist of the summer or whatever, like he does.
Oh, great.
And he put a Boy Genius song on there, and one of the members of that band just commented like war criminal frowny face or something, and like the fucking internet exploded about it, and it's just like
good.
And they're like commenting about everything, like just deflecting and all this shit. It's just like, dude, y'all sound like the fucking Hillary people right now, like just or the Trumpy people even. Like you just calm down. Accept the fact that your guy is not the best fucking dude. Okay,
it's the same thing with like with saying that like because this like my family are libs.
Mm-hmm.
At base, right? And anytime you start talking about Bill Clinton, they get defensive. And it's like, why? Well, because we liked him at the time. That's the reason. That's still, if you press them long enough, that's the reason, right? And same with Obama, right? It's like, we liked him, right? Okay, yeah. I liked him too at the time. Before I found out he was a child rapist. I liked Obama at the time. Before I realized just what a fucking war criminal he was. Right? You learn things. Yeah. Right? You have the ability to throw the people that have no, like, it's like Obama will always have fans. Right? Bill Clinton will always have defenders. Neither of those men will ever have to worry about making a living ever again, right?
Yeah, Bill Clinton's not going to live much longer. Just from
well, no, and whatever. It's like they don't. It's like no. What we would rather do.
By the way, right? Adrenochrome really is not working too well for him because he looks like a skeleton man.
Adrenochrome is for the people who matter now.
Oh, okay.
You can't just eat all the babies.
So they're just giving it to Michelle Obama and
no, Michelle and Barack Obama are not that old. black don't crack. That's the fucking
Well, no, I mean,
way it goes.
they're not that old to begin with. They're like our parents' age. I mean, they're like...
Yeah, no, what I'm saying, it's like both of those things. They don't need the adrenochrome. They can give it to somebody else. They don't need it.
Yeah,
right?
there's some
And
85
of all the
billionaire.
it's like Obama just doesn't. Barack Obama just doesn't have a conscience, right? It doesn't mean he doesn't have a soul. It doesn't mean that he doesn't say some things that are funny sometimes. It's like he just
he
doesn't
obviously has charisma. It's what
he is. He is a compartmentalization expert, right? There's nobody better at being like, well, you know, I have to do this, right? But I'm also a good person, right? It's like he's flawless, right? Michelle Obama is probably great at denial. Hillary Clinton is a politics machine who has the personality of a skinned cat and a robot put together. And Bill Clinton is a good old boy that could charm the pants off of absolutely anyone, right?
What if Biden just went like with Hillary and Hillary was the 2024 candidate? And
hilarious
rematch of Hillary versus Trump 2024.
The funniest thing it could possibly be, because Hillary Clinton would like the thing about Hillary Clinton, right, is that like if she ran again, honestly, if she ran again after Biden and after Trump and all that stuff, she would beat the fuck out of anybody, any of them. Right?
You think so?
Because nobody has a memory. Nobody remembers any of the reasons why they hated Hillary Clinton. She was in her face all the time, right? If she was just like, look, I'm less old than him, and I'm less old than him, and I'm a woman, and give it to me. Give it. Okay? I'll listen to your fucking problems. All right? And I'll do the best I can. That's literally, don't say nothing else. Right? Just go literally, speak real slowly, and be like, look, it's been a long fucking 10 years, hasn't it? It's real long, right? And I was ready to do this 10 years ago, and you guys did whatever you wanted. Whatever. Okay.
Shit, she was ready to go like 20 years ago.
Yeah, she was ready to go in 2008. But either way, it's like, if she just came out and was like, look, aren't y'all tired of all this shit? Like, everybody would be like, yes. Right? And be like, well, don't you just want somebody who's like a little less senile? And it'd be the big giant wall of applause. And you know, because fucking there's still that 30% is the 30% that's Republican is just going to vote Republican. Doesn't matter. You don't need them. Swing voters are done. They are done with both of these old guys that we're about to run again. Guaranteed. You put fucking anybody except Kamala Harris in front of them, and they're in. They're down. Kamala's too weird.
Yeah. No.
I know she's a black lady. I'm sorry. I do really, honest to God, don't think it's because she's a black lady. I think it's because she's the weirdest person that's ever walked the face of the earth.
I would vote for her just because of that reason, actually.
I'd vote for her.
Just because I would feel bad for her, and yes.
Let's see what happens.
Fucking
it's also
internet fascists or whatever.
it's also a window into how much of a frenzy you can be whipped up into over like from zero, right? Because I remember fucking conservatives and fucking libertarians and conservative blah blah blah. I remember them fucking 20 years ago, right? The vast majority of them, unless they were pearl clutching evangelical fucking grandmas, right? And I mean that in the broader, non-gendered, non-aged sense, right? Grandmas of all ages and fucking genders. Like, unless you were the fucking dorkest, fucking bitch ass evangelical Christian who just hates everyone, right? It's like your stance on gay people as a Republican is like, I don't care, right? Or I like marriage to be between, but like, it's like, it was just some boilerplate nonsense, whatever. But at the heart of it, they didn't care, right? Cut to now, and they have been whipped into a frenzy by fucking all this anti-trans stuff, and by using the word woke to just mean whatever, right?
Yeah.
And so it doesn't matter anymore if it's seen as woke, right? The vague nebulous term woke, right? Mm-hmm. Then it's bad. Right? And like you know, the people that would talk shit on Ted Cruz for saying this because it's too woke are just reacting to that. They're not thinking about it at all. They're totally brain dead, like automaton fucking NPCs. That's the other. Yeah. It's like it's NPC
exactly
shit.
What they claim all the liberals are, which
yes,
they are.
It's
also
wild. Sheep, like the whole sheeple thing. Like, it's like, dude, it's unfathomable. Like that's the hypocrisy that I just can't deal with, right? It's like, yeah, okay, you hate everyone, you're a Nazi, blah blah blah, like whatever, half of you are just being contrarian, and the other half of you are fucking just brain dead, right? And I don't think that if push comes to shove, oh, really, you're going to fucking whatever, like, oh, yeah, you're going to execute all the fucking trans people, fuck you. Like, it's like, they don't have the balls, right? They're just they're Ron DeSantis, right? Ron DeSantis is the perfect avatar of this, right? Yeah. He does not give a fuck about anything. He is using the word woke constantly because he has no personality and because he has nothing. Right?
Oh, so dude, did you hear that? I can't remember if we talked about this or not, but Trump, in one of his Truth Social posts, said that DeSantis needs a personality transplant.
Yes, he's right. Fucking like that was the reason why Trump won in the first place, right? In 2016, Trump. Well, no, and not just that, but it was also like all of these fucking Republicans, all these regular ass Republicans are boring, and I don't like them, right? And the whole fucking that whole side, everyone that fucking bought into the Trump thing was like, hey, they are boring. I don't like them either, right? And I don't like Hillary Clinton, and I don't like, like it's like, yeah. And I don't like Mexicans or whatever, like, like it's because he said the one, and this is how he created this nation of NPCs, right? Accidentally too, because then they turned on him every now and then, right? They turned when he was like, oh, get the vaccine, but you got to have your freedoms. and they all booed him, right? Like, it's like he created a monster that he was not even aware he was creating. He just wanted a cult of personality. That's all he wanted, right? So he was just telling them whatever they wanted to hear. So DeSantis sees that, and he's like, okay, I'll do that too, only I'll be more extreme, right? And it's like, how's that working for you, Ron? Right? You fucking banana, right?
Yeah.
You absolute dope, right?
It's like somebody on, I think it was on Chapos, was saying like his campaign is it seems like his campaign is being run by like the most online people, like people who
he's one of them, right?
Like
he's
Twitter
like, yes, and Ron DeSantis is their godhead, right?
Yeah.
Because all the anti-woke and
Elon Musk is the godhead. That's why they had to tap into him for the for the fucking presidential launch.
Of all the people who should be tied to a post and just for being a fucking stupid asshole, right? It's like put him and DeSantis right fucking next to each other and push their heads together and don't waste two.
You know who I blame?
Who?
I blame Joe Rogan, because here's what happened.
Yeah.
Before that podcast, Elon was this awkward guy. He probably thought, oh, I could never, like, I don't really like these kinds of things. I don't want to be like doing podcasts or interviews and that kind of shit. And like he like probably just stuck to.
I'm annoying and people don't like me.
Yeah.
Probably and then out of the spotlight.
And then all of a sudden he looks, and on YouTube there's like whatever fucking, as many views on his podcast with Joe Rogan as dollars in his bank account, or what, at maybe a 10
at the time,
small fraction. I don't know how many views it is, but anyways, it was like a big episode. A lot of people watched it because he smoked weed on it, right? And then all of a sudden it was like, oh, like he's cool guy.
Cool.
Yeah, and he took that, and ever since then, he has been in the public, like the fucking media has been talking about him constantly. Before it was like only that he'd be in the tech rags, whatever. Like if you subscribe to the technology section on your news app, that you would hear about him every now and then. But now it's like you see him everywhere. Like, and it's just like he's always giving his fucking shitty opinion about shit, and it's just like, dude, take a fucking take a note from like Warren Buffett or like Bill Gates even, like, and just shut the fuck up. Do an interview or whatever every fucking once a year or some shit. But other than that, I don't want to fucking ever hear from you. Like, just I want to pretend you don't exist. And the fact that you're in my fucking goddamn face every day makes me hate you.
Yes.
Elon right now.
It's like Ron DeSantis.
Same, same with him too. It's like, I don't want to fucking hear about him anymore, because he's a nobody loser. 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 He's a nobody loser.